God, hurry up. Pass me the phone. Come on. Hi, Carrie. This is Beyond Beauty. And it's Dominique Nicole. Already know DJ the rapper. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy.
And we tell it like it is through your radio. Fully syndicated, funny for the silly folks. Always keep it positive, never negative. Carrie's Corner is the name. Welcome to the show. High top celebrities bringing in the voice of the community. It ain't gonna stop. And when they start to play the beats, I'ma have to write you up a eulogy cause they're so hot. And I stay live, and I stay woke when the man trying to keep me on demand. Yeah, DJ, Beyond Beauty, and Dominique Nicole did it again. How do you understand?
Carrie's Corner will show you just what you were made of. Carrie's Corner will have the music playing through ya. Carrie's Corner will have you sipping on some tea. Carrie's Corner, feeling like it is you and me. Carrie's Corner, syndicated radio.
Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. Tell it like it is, boy.
Hello, everybody. It's the Carrie's Corner Radio Show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Of course, this is the month of March. We are marching on our way to April 1st, which is the 10th anniversary of the Carrie's Corner Radio Show. We are so excited. We're so excited. We are so excited. I'm actually saying that to try to get my team excited.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. A debauchery-free evening to celebrate 10 years. We like this. Let's do it.
Why would it be debauchery-filled?
I said free.
I know, but why would it be filled?
It wouldn't be. I said debauchery-free.
Okay. Every other evening is debauchery filled, I guess.
Right, yeah, exactly. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, give him about 3 to 5 minutes and see what happens.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the party's not. I have to behave at the party because my mother's gonna be there, and she'll probably be in the front row giving me that "I'm still your mother" look. Watch your mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Exactly. You'll get a comment later.
Yeah, it's funny. She says you're not too old. She watched that video, Kevon, that you and Gordon and Allison put up about. Well, when I said that I wore the naked, the penis T-shirt.
You did. About how you got suspended.
Hold on, he can't hear you. Yeah.
About how you got suspended by the.
No, I didn't get suspended, and that's what she was saying. She was like, "How did you get suspended without me knowing it?" I'm like, first of all, I didn't get suspended, Mom. Second of all, that happened like 30-something years ago, and she said there's no
statute of limitations.
There's no statute of limitations on spankings. I'm like, but you never even gave me a spanking.
Whoops.
When I was a kid, I didn't get spankings. That's why it turned out the way that I did. It's funny though. Last year when she came here for the anniversary party, she tried to spank the little the Carrie action figure.
Oh no.
And yet we have to do something about your mic, Yvonne. Is it? Say hello?
Hello?
Yeah, we gotta steal his mic really quickly because he's not gonna need it right now anyway. But at any rate, welcome to the Carrie's Corner Radio Show. We're having way too much idle conversation. I know the listeners are just like, you have listeners, Mr. Singleton. You might need to acknowledge that. Anyway, we have a great show, as always, without debauchery. What does that word really mean? I need a. What is that? What is the technical term? Quickly, before we go into the show. Keep on. What's the term?
Well, it's like out of hand craziness. Like.
Oh well, this should be called Debauchery Corner then.
Well, I mean,
I think it might be more apt than you think.
Hey, that's fine. We've been on the air for 10 years, so I guess we're doing something right. At any rate, I was in Philadelphia over the weekend with Intrigue magazine for. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to say the name of the event because I don't want to give them that much of a platform. I know that. It's some fake company that called themselves an awards. It's just trash. It was just pure trash. And quite frankly, I had not been to Philadelphia since the previous year in November, so that would have been November of 2021. Keep on, because that's when we were there. When we were there with
Okay, I think
Hyman.
Right, I think
Ali.
that was 20.
Yeah, I haven't been there since, and I was pretty proud of myself for not, because I used to go to Philadelphia all the time. I love the food, love the people. Well, I love the food, and but the people just, and they really showed themselves at this event. I can't judge a whole city by one particular event and their foolery, but there was a lot of foolery and there was a lot of people and there was a lot more foolery than there were people. And so I've decided, once again, I'm not going to go back to Philadelphia for some time. They don't deserve my presence, my money, or my time.
Or a Super Bowl.
Well, I don't do Super Bowls anyway, so that's not.
They lost. That's why I said.
But the staff was apparently just not accustomed to treating press with respect. That was the issue. So again, I'm not going to give them the benefit of having their names mentioned on the air. But the event that we went to cover, they chose to disrespect us by not offering us food on comp, and more importantly, not even seating us appropriately. Like they wanted us to sit in the back, like on some Rosa Parks stuff. Like this. Listen, and then like the guy who ran the show looked like somebody's old pimp uncle with some shiny shoes.
Not a pimp name.
Just ridiculous. Oh, no. Like his shoes looked not different than the Wicked Witch, whichever Wicked Witch in Oz, in the Wizard of Oz, had the house land on her. That's what his feet look like.
Oh man, he had the shiny slippers.
Yeah, like you're an old dusty pimp, lying cornball of a Philadelphian. And if you think I'm being shady now, not half as shady as I was at that event.
I can imagine.
And then you didn't feed us? Keep on, we don't go nowhere without no free food.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like come on, we're covering your event. You don't even want to give us your bum ass chicken wings and your probably stale mac and cheese.
Pretend to be quality, at least.
Philadelphia. No, I couldn't and I wouldn't. Anyway, however, shout out to friend of the show, Candace Woodson, who did win an award that night. And as soon as she finished, we promptly left as I performed. And they thought they had performers. I performed. Oh my God, I performed. I let Philadelphia know that I didn't want to be there and I would not be back anytime soon. So Philadelphia, goodbye.
That's gotta hurt.
But I did get a chicken cheesesteak from Max's.
All right.
That sort of made up for it.
Something good came.
Well, Gilbin's was closed, so had to go to Max's in the hood, where they were just as ghetto as always. Poor Philly. Shout out to DJ Just in Time, who is now the assistant state manager for Massachusetts at Fleet DJs. So shout out to you, Just in Time. Congratulations. Not really sure what that means.
That's actually a good thing. He's in charge. He'll be one of the people in charge of the area where he
I know
the DJs there.
I know that much, dude. I'm not. I can't say that word. I'm not special.
Right.
I'm not.
Say that no more?
No, I said it.
Oh well.
Yeah. I know that much, but I don't know specifically what that entails. So shout out to you, DJ Just in Time, and shout out to all the Fleet DJs. My debut novel, The Wanderer's Game, will be 10 years old on Saturday, March 18th, hence the reason I'm wearing the Wanderer's Game hoodie, and I brought 2 copies of the book. Nice. A decade of being an author has been a dope experience, I will say. Signing books and smiling and more importantly, giving people the synopsis of what The Wanderer's Game was about when it came out, which was certainly an adventure each time I did it. So, what's your book about, Kerry? Can you just read the synopsis? No, I want you to tell me what it's about. And then when I tell them what it's about, the first thing I have to hear is, "Are you sure it's not based on your life story?" Not just. I have never been a male escort.
Oh God.
A male
But I
prostitute.
bet you hook 'em.
Huh?
But I bet you hook him with that pitch.
I'm glad you finished that sentence, brother. Jesus. No, it depends. Like the when I used to have to read off the synopsis, I would get a lot of dirty looks and some longing looks and just looks. So I don't know. I don't know. But shout out to the book, My Baby, that came out 10 years ago on March 18th. Also, a major shout out to our Dallas. Sorry, I'm reading this wrong. Major shout out to Dallas Roberts and everyone at our Greensboro, North Carolina network, WDRO-DB, which stands for Dollar Radio Online, where we air every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for its new alliance with iHeartRadio.
Nice.
You all excited? This I don't know. Like maybe
Wait.
we need to
With
go to like
iHeartRadio?
Yes.
Nice.
See, like
I know about that. That's
Paul's
cool
on his
again.
phone.
I mean,
Yes, we're gonna be on iHeartRadio again.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
that's very sick.
We like this. This is moving on up. Something about pies.
Must be something very interesting on your phone, Paul. Anyway,
I'm reading the show notes.
Shout out to our Greensboro network, WDRO. They've built a new alliance with iHeartRadio, which means you can now listen to the Kerry's Corner Radio Show on iHeartRadio on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's exciting. All right. What's even more exciting than that is that I was going to say something crude, but
Wouldn't be the first time.
not yet. Dre, you got to talk into your mic, not away from it, brother.
Nah, I don't think that
Yeah,
needs to be on
Jesus,
there.
come on, man. 10 years on the air, you guys got to sound like it.
Yeah,
Feel the
that's
decade.
only because I was only here for 2.
I mean, but still, it's a 10-year-old show. We're celebrating 10 years of the Kerry's Corner Radio Show on April 1st. Now you want to talk while I'm giving this promo, right? Are you finished?
I am.
Okay. We're celebrating 10 years at the Kerry's Corner Radio Show on April 1st at Stewart Cinema and Cafe in the Greenpoint section of Brooklyn. The address is going to be 79 West Street. The event will feature the debut screening of the documentary Kerry's Corner, A Decade Behind the Mic. Produced, directed by D20 Pictures. There will be a cake cutting ceremony and a champagne toast. Also, make sure you guys get your tickets. The tickets are mandatory. They are also free. Doors open at 5 p.m. And check out our social media to find out how to get your tickets. Just make sure you show up. All right, that's it. April 1st, 5 o'clock p.m. At 5:45, we're probably going to close the doors because we don't want people walking in during the movie. Because I know how some of you folk get down. Yes, no. Just show up on time, people. Tell yourselves 4:45 or something. I don't know. Paul is telling me I only have 2 minutes. All right, Paul.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. Well, believe me, I last a lot longer than that.
Congrats.
Happy for you.
Hey, at 51, which is coming up, I don't know, some 51-year-olds are popping those Viagra pills. I'm a long way from that. But anyway, speaking of Paul's question for the Kerry's Conversations topic, I'm alternating here, Kevon. Paul, Kevon, Paul. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Yeah, What's your favorite and least favorite part about living in New York City? That is the Kerry's Conversations topic of the week. And so we're going to start with the most cynical of us all. Andre Jones, grab your mic, sir.
Things I like about New York. Well,
What's your favorite and least favorite?
favorite thing? Food. Yeah, listen, I look like I don't miss a meal.
Because there's no city in the country that has bad food. Well, you know what?
Philadelphia does not heat their pizza.
Philadelphia has good food in general. They didn't heat your pizza in South Philly. But okay, so what's your least favorite thing about living in New York City, Andre? Come on, we don't have a lot of time. Paul said 3 minutes.
All right, least favorite thing about living in New York, the increasing prices, because if I say the other things, I'll get in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Don't cancel him.
I mean, he generally cancels himself. Paul, what's your favorite and least favorite part about living in New York City? Although you don't actually live in New York City, you live in Stanford. Well, I shouldn't be telling people where you live.
Yeah, I don't care. It's a big city.
Stanford
Come
is not a
find me.
big city.
Yeah, it is. 100,000 people.
Said, come find me.
Come find me.
We know where to find you, brother. McDonald's.
Yeah. I will say this, even though I haven't lived in New York City, I've spent a good amount of time in the city over the last 20 some odd years, and I have to agree with Dre. The food and just the fact that there's always something happening, something to do. You can never be bored in New York City. And then probably my least favorite thing right now is the traffic. It's just getting unbearable.
Well, there are definitely other cities that are worse. Atlanta, Los Angeles.
Maybe just the dumb drivers.
Houston. Well, Atlanta, Los Angeles.
The Ubers that park in the middle of the road with their hazards on and just, jeez.
Okay. Kevon, what's your favorite and least favorite part about living in New York City?
So this is actually kind of challenging for me because I really love New York City.
I was gonna say, what negative thing could you say? Because you love everything and everybody.
And I'm always singing the city's praises. So
Yeah.
my favorite thing I'll say is like I am legally blind myself, so it's kind of tough for me to navigate. But with like the transportation system that we have in New York City versus a lot of other cities and a lot of other states I've been to,
Right.
way easier, way more like conducive to people that are like me. So I love that about New York City. I think if I had lived anywhere else, my life would be a lot more difficult in that way.
Right.
But then, here's the flip side. So something that I don't like about New York City that I've picked up just over the years is that I feel like you have a lot of access to weirdos just very often throughout the city. And maybe it's just because we're so populous, we got a lot of people kicking around, so you're gonna run into weirdos, and sometimes a weirdo in New York City can just be an inextricable part of your life, and you can't do anything about it, at least not within a quick amount of time. So
I know we don't have a lot of time. Could we just talk about that really weirdo experience you had in the village?
Oh yeah, where I'm just walking, minding my own business, and then this dude just goes up to me and grabs my head, hugs my head, and I have to push him off, be like, yo, what is that? Just, I had to leave that situation as quickly as possible, because the weirdos, I'm saying, you're never safe.
Bro, that was an assault.
Alright,
you should have reported that.
It happens to people all the time.
I don't have things like that happen. Well, anyway, I have one. My least favorite part about living in New York City, I think anybody that really knows me knows this, the rats. I'm terrified of rats. I'm terrified of rodents. I'm terrified. And so the rats, I can't, that's a thing for me. So, I mean, as long as they're in the subway tracks, that doesn't bother me so much. But when they try to get up on the platforms, or when they're in the street, or worse, when they're in somebody's apartment, I can't take that. And unfortunately, I experienced that in one person's apartment. I think I told that story once before. I name dropped accidentally. I won't do it again. So that's the least favorite part about living in New York City. My favorite, I love the city so much that it's a long list. I love the skyline. I love the bridges. I love the public transportation because I don't like driving.
Right.
I love the accessibility to so many different types of restaurants and just things that you can do. It's an entertaining place. There's just things to do. I went to one Vanderbilt, which is called the Summit, last week to do some filming for D20 for the documentary. Just had a great time. You're right. There's no shortage of things to do, and in the summer months, you can have a great time in so many parts of New York City with absolutely no money, because they always have the street festivals, the weirdos. Yeah, well, it's all. One thing I always say about New York City: you're gonna be entertained whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So
keep a safe distance from the weirdos. They can be a show.
There are a lot of weirdos in other cities. And I'm not going to name drop Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Boston, Chicago, Houston, but, hey. Anyway, let's get into these New Jack joints right here on Kerry's Corner, your new home for throwbacks and New Jacks.
Hey, yo, what's happening? This your boy 5 Mics. Anytime I'm looking for great entertainment or the latest scoop on the music industry, I pick up Intrigue magazine, because everything I read in is so intriguing. Don't believe me? Then find out on your own. IntrigueMagazine.com, where reading is a pleasure.
And now it's time for those exclusive New Jack joints right here on Kerry's Corner, your new home for throwbacks and New Jacks.
It's your boy Geechee Dan. Congratulations, 10 years anniversary on Kerry's Corner radio show. Holla at your boy Geechee. You already know.
So satisfied, I see the feel so alive. I love the way you love me, ooh, baby. I'm so satisfied. If I could stop the hands of time, you know that I would, and you would never leave my side. I love you as much as I could. I love the way you love me. Ooh, yes I do, baby. I feel so alive. I love the way you love me. Ooh, baby. I'm so satisfied. I love the way you love me. Yes, I do, baby. I feel so alive. I love the way you love me. Yes, I do, baby. I'm so satisfied. I love the way you love me, girl. Oh, yes, I do, baby. Love the way you love me so, so good. I love the way you love me, girl. Every time I look into your eyes, the way you love me touches me deep inside. The way you love me, girl. My love overflows every time you hold me close. Ooh, I love you, honey, so good. The way you love so, I love the way you love me, girl. Yes, you are, baby. I love the way you're so good. You're so good. You're so good to me. Yeah. Love me, girl. Love the way you love me, girl. Yeah. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What is up, guys? It's Aziz right here. Happy 10-year anniversary for the Carrie's Corners radio show.
If the song isn't mine, then babe, I'll rewrite it for you. And if the word doesn't rhyme, then baby, I'll force it for you. For ya, I ain't never seen something so beautiful like a flower grows, natural like a river flows, heart swinging like a metronome. And I'll even dance now when I can't, yeah. And I'll keep singing forever till I faint. Is this doing something to you? I keep singing like this till it's doing something to you. Do you like this? No. Would you like it slow? Would you rather I sang in a harmonic tone? Is this doing something to you? I'll keep singing like this till it's doing something to you. Do you like this? No. Would you like it slow? Would you rather I keep singing till the song is over? Okay. That's when I say when I try to describe you. Can't go a day without thinking about you. Just need you by my side for the rest of my life, because then I know I'll be fine. Think of the beautiful music we'll create. You be the melody and I'll be the bass. Oh yeah. Is this doing it for you? I keep singing like this till it's doing something for you. Do you like slow? Would you rather I sing in a harmonic tone? Wanna know, is it doing something for you? 'Cause I keep singing like this, till it's doing something for you. Do you like this note? Would you like it slow? Would you rather I bring it back down, bring it back down, bring it back down till the song is over?
What's going on? This is Sean Rivera from As Yet, wishing Kerry's Corner Radio Show a happy 10th anniversary.
When we first met, we had a thing that was effortless. So much of I knew we were two of a kind. One look in your eyes tells me every little thing you have in mind. Let's go somewhere private where we can unwind, 'cause I've got something planned for us tonight. Put it where you want it, babe. Put it where you want it, babe. Put it where you need it. Beat it up and beat it, and I'll rinse it and repeat it, babe. Rinse it and repeat it, babe. Tickle it and tease it. Girl, you're undefeated. I'ma put it where you want it, babe. Keep it where you need it. Beat it up and beat it, then I'll rinse it and repeat it, babe. Tickle it and tease it, babe. Tickle it and tease it. Girl, you're undefeated. I'ma get it, 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 get it. I love it when you moan my name, crave it when you show no shame, make me feel some kind of way. Don't you worry about a thing, 'cause I've got something planned for us tonight. Put it where you want it, babe. Put it where you want it, babe. Put it where you need it. Beat it up and beat it, and I'll rinse it and repeat it, babe. Rinse it and repeat it, babe. Tickle it and tease it. Girl, you're undefeated. I'ma put it where you want it, babe. Keep it where you need it. Keep it where you need it. Beat it up and beat it, and I'll rinse it and repeat it, babe. Tickle it and tease it, babe. Tickle it and tease it. Girl, you're undefeated. I'ma get it, 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 get it. I'ma get it, 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 get it. Put it where you want it, babe. Put it where you want it, babe. Keep it where you need it. Beat it up and beat it, and I'll rinse it and repeat it, babe. Rinse it and repeat it, babe. Tickle it and tease it. Girl, you're undefeated. I'ma put it where you want it, babe. Keep it where you need it. Beat it up and beat it, then I'll rinse it and repeat it, babe. Rinse it and repeat it, babe. Tickle it and tease it. Girl, you're undefeated. I'ma get it, 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 get it. I love it when you moan my name, crave it when you show no shame, make me feel some kind of way. Don't you worry about a thing. I'ma get it, 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 get it. Keep it where you need it, baby. Keep it where you need it, baby.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Ray Royale, Mr. I Am R&B. I want to send a special shout out to Kerry's Corner. Happy 10th anniversary. Kerry, you know I love you, man.
Got me feeling so alone. Tell me why it feels like you're moving on. Tell me why. Tell me why you gotta be like this. Oh baby, you don't know feel lonely. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely sometimes. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely. Even when you're by my side. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely. Even with you by my side. All we do is argue. Fuss and fight over dumb things. I just feel like you don't wanna be here with me. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why it gotta be like this. Oh baby, you don't know why, girl. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely sometimes. I still feel lonely. Without you by my side. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely. Even with you by my side. I don't care what you say. You don't wanna be here with me no more. You don't wanna be here with me. When I look in your eyes, I don't feel the same thing anymore. Oh baby, you don't know why. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely sometimes. I still feel lonely. Without you by my side. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely sometimes. I still feel lonely. Even with you by my side. Even when you're not by my side. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely. Even when you're still here, baby. Even when you're laying next to me every day, baby. By my side. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely. I still feel lonely sometimes. Even with you by my side.
CEO of Chubby Line and Bully Chasers, and I'm here supporting Carrie's Corner. Happy 10-year anniversary.
Can you imagine? Place of hope, place of peace. Imagine if love filled every street. Oh, hey, we'd all be free. Imagine how pure this world could be. Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, oh yeah, can you imagine? Imagine a love displayed to causing disloyalties to be erased. Heaven in our hearts and in our minds. Love was a true virtue of our times. If we follow the script of love, can you imagine? Disloyalty would be no more. Place of love, place of peace. Imagine if love filled every street. Oh, hey, we're all
And we're back on the Kerry's Corner Radio Show. Just came out of a New Jack segment. We started everything off with Chris Jasper. Yes, that is the same Chris Jasper of the Isley Brothers. Isley, Jasper, Isley. That's his new single called The Way You Love Me. We heard from Jennifer. She calls that one the humming song. Such a beautiful song. You gotta really get into the lyrics for the humming song. Jennifer is so dope and so underrated. Shout out to Chicago and shout out to Jennifer and shout out to the humming song. The song is really beautiful. We went to Philadelphia. Well, Sean Rivera, straight out of Philly. I love you anyway, Sean. It's not your fault that you're a Philadelphian. He gave us Giggity. Make sure you check out his YouTube video. That video is pretty funny. It's very giggity-ish. You know, Giggity Quagmire? Yeah. Ray Royale, Lonely. Hi, Gordon. And we ended everything off with Melba Moore with Imagine. Anyway, we have in the studio, Allison brought us a friend. And she reached out to me last week and she said she had a friend that that was a chef. And could he come on the show? And I'm like, what? Give me his number now. Like, he can cook? I didn't even know what he could cook. Like, you know, it might have been things I don't like beef, pork, and just asparagus. But turns out that the brother's a baker. He has a story. And I actually had to, is the mic ready? I had to practice your name. Yeah. Don't feel bad because Kevon, I had to practice the pronunciation of his name for like a month before I got it right.
That's been my whole entire life.
I know.
Practicing my name.
Kidding. Jahqyad, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's start from the very beginning. First of all, you're rather youthful.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, thank your parents. I don't have anything to do with that. But you're young. How old are you?
23. Yeah.
23 with your own culinary business.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope, man. Let's start by getting right into it, brother. Because I hate cooking. You and I talked on the phone for quite some time. I'm thinking like, I'm surprised. Yeah, see, he went there for a while. That man had me talking so long, I didn't even want to come on the show. I felt like I was being interviewed already. No, but seriously, yeah. What was the starting point with you in cooking? Because I hate cooking. Like,
oh man. So the starting point for me was really watching Food Network all the time.
Okay.
Coming home after school and just seeing that on, and like basically trying to think like, what can I replicate from those shows? What can I, make and add my own twist to?
Okay.
And then eventually my mom gave me some seed money, and I just brought store-bought frosting, store-bought cake mix, and eventually I used that money that I got from the seed money after making cupcakes and selling it to my friends at school to like really actually start selling. And I was like, oh wow, like I got into that because I needed money for my art.
Okay.
And that was a sustainable way that I was able to do that because I didn't get an allowance. So I was like, all right, now I can just make cupcakes and sell those.
So for your art, be a little bit more specific here. What kind of art are we talking about? Sculpting, painting?
Sculpting, painting.
Okay.
I do a lot of visual arts.
Wow.
So I've done sculptures, I've done paintings. I've had my work in Chelsea Piers Galleries.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, I've done quite a bit.
I see, 23 years old. And so initially... So you're telling me that your love for baking wasn't necessarily a love for baking initially. It was a need to raise money.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was a kid, of course,
art
that
is
was
expensive.
Well, I can imagine. So I mean, when I was a kid, which was eons before you were a kid, like I was watching like Creature double feature and eating cereal, which was a monster movie, Godzilla and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that while I was watching, well, not at the same time, obviously, I was watching monster movies and you was watching the Food Network.
Basically, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Food Network, crafting shows, all of that.
That's wow. That's pretty dope. And I will say this. My routine was mommy would call me down for dinner. I would come downstairs, eat, go back upstairs. Like I didn't care what she did before. I didn't care what she did afterwards, including the dishes. Sorry, Mom. I do dishes now, but I still don't cook. So like, how did you get into... I mean, was it just... Did you watch her mom at all, or was it just the Food Network?
Yeah, no, my mom as well. My mom was an amazing cook. I've grown to watch her in the kitchen, and eventually it literally became my kitchen because I don't know, at like 5 years old or probably younger. No, I'm so serious. Like since I could walk, she was always bringing me in and having me do stuff with her.
Wow.
So I'd be at like the table cutting cheese or something like that for the macaroni and cheese.
Wow.
And then eventually I literally took over the kitchen. I started making cupcakes and I started making like our dinners and stuff like that. And
At what age did you make a dinner? Come on.
Wait.
Be honest.
By myself?
Yes.
Fully by myself, probably like not until 10.
10?
Like, yeah, 10, 11.
I don't know.
10, 11.
That's amazing that you were.
I was really into cooking, so I was always trying. Like, I tried some of the nastiest stuff, but also some of like the greatest stuff.
So I'm gonna ask you the magic question. Don't be afraid, though. You should be. Whenever I say I'm about to ask you the magic question, God only knows what it could be, right? Thanksgiving. What's your role?
My role. Well,
Yes.
obviously, like executive chef. I'm the person who's like giving everybody the task.
Okay.
I'm in charge of the turkey.
Okay.
No one's touching my turkey.
Nobody's
at
touching
all.
his turkey.
No one's touching my turkey. I'm
Okay.
basting it. I'm like roasting it. All of that. Sometimes I don't do turkey. Sometimes I prefer chicken. So I'll
Okay.
do like a spatchcock chicken where you break down the backbone, and then that's the way I go with that. But I make all the sides. I go all out. Thanks.
Damn.
I go all out.
Well-
like
well-
you're gonna have like 15 sides plus the main meats and stuff like that.
So I want you to remember that I asked you this on the air with millions of people around. Thanksgiving's a long time from now.
Yes, it is.
But it'll be here soon, and I have your number, right?
You do?
If you get a phone call from me in the beginning of November, I expect yes, and the
Yes.
address. That's it. No stipulations. On the way to the studio today, because I live in Staten Island,
Yeah.
I literally had to cross my street because 10 or 15 turkeys decided that they wanted to. Well, it's Staten Island, bro. They wanted to cross the street, and they're big and they're pretty aggressive animals. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not like Tom Turkey. They're not friendly animals at all. And they all decided to cross. Like, they don't respect crosswalks. They just
obviously.
crossed.
Yeah.
All the cars had to stop, and I had to say to myself, because they were crossing from one side onto the side I was on. At the point where I was walking, I was like, damn it, now I have to cross because I don't want to be around them. What's a good way that you can get some get back this Thanksgiving coming up for me having to tolerate these turkeys year round in Staten Island? What's the best way to cook a turkey?
Best way to cook a turkey.
Is it frying it? Is it, yeah.
People who fry turkeys, I don't know. They have some galls on them because I can't imagine frying a turkey. Like, a lot of that goes wrong because they just don't have a big enough pot. They always start with the smallest pot possible, which makes no sense to me. Or they do it in their backyard and they have
In their
like
backyard?
a million and one things around.
In November?
Well, in general, yeah.
Oh,
in their
God.
backyard with the giant pot, and they have like a sterno at the bottom, and they have like, it's not even, the pot's not even big enough half the time too.
I don't know.
And then they have water displacement. They don't think about that. Anyway, the best way to cook a turkey for me is just low and slow in the oven. Honestly, like high roast that first, and then let it come to temp in the middle.
Well, I'm getting an education. I just wanted to kick the damn things, but I know that A, it's against the law, and B, I would be the
They would
victim.
attack you
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. They're very aggressive animals.
Turkeys, goose, all of them. They're vicious.
What is your favorite? Switching topics here a minute. What are your favorite? I'm going to break this down. In terms of meats, I don't eat red meat. I don't eat beef or pork. But what is your favorite meat to cook and to prepare? What's your favorite?
Oh, that's so easy. All right. So over the quarantine, I had made some short ribs. Fell off the bone. Short ribs.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Fell off the bone. Beef short ribs.
Okay.
And then like
Kevon's salivating over there.
I made like a spicy barbecue sauce. Man, I made that with some creamy polenta, and like it had like 4 cheeses in it.
Damn.
And then some pepper jam.
Okay.
Best thing I've had in my life, hands down. And I'm saying that, like, I know
From
it's
a humble
It's
perspective.
It's taboo
No,
since
it
I
isn't.
made it, but like,
No, it is what it is.
still think about it to this day.
Starch. What's your best starch? Is it pasta?
Favorite
Is it
starch.
rice? Of the things that you've made.
I gotta say, probably like just like Spanish rice.
Oh God.
Spanish rice is one of my favorite starches for sure. Or like platanos for sure. Plantains.
After you leave the station, are you going home?
Yeah, I'm going straight home.
Are you going to cook?
No, I'm going to rest.
You want to cook? What's your favorite vegetable to make?
This is an easy one too as well. Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
I know like they have a bad rep. A lot of people don't like them. Brussels sprouts and cabbage, absolutely like hands down my favorite. Like I go hard for cabbage.
I love Brussels sprouts, man, and cabbage, and they're very good for you. And the big question, ready? The big question. What do you think I'm about to ask you next?
It's gonna be about desserts for sure.
Exactly. What is the? I know you specialize in desserts.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about that more in the next hour. But if you had to select one to get Chef of the Year award, what Jahqyad Twists dessert would be worthy of the best foodie award ever?
Honestly,
look at Kevon.
I'm gonna say the strawberry shortcake for sure.
Okay,
that's the crowd favorite. My favorite is the the orange creamsicle.
Okay.
But the crowd favorite that everyone's been raving about so far has been the strawberry shortcake for sure.
I know we got to go to break, man, but I have one question. And this will solidify two things.
Yeah.
A, our friendship, and B, my invite to your house for Thanksgiving. Or you can cook it in my house and leave. I don't care. Sweet potato pie.
Ooh. You gonna ask me which one I like more, pumpkin or sweet potato?
No, because I don't even think about pumpkin.
Oh.
We don't. Pumpkin's not a part of the discussion. Sweet potato pie. Do you make a good sweet potato pie?
I don't. And here's the reason why. I've made pumpkin pie for most of my life. So sweet potato is something I'm just coming around to be honest. And I know that surprises like a lot of people, but like not a specialty of mine. I don't have that like in my back pocket.
There's time. We have time. We have time. Okay. We're going to talk in the next hour more about your desserts and fitness, because you talk a lot about food, but you're into fitness, so we're going to talk about that too. All right. Our artist spotlight for the week is the group Shy. Shy met and formed on the campus of Howard University, where Kevon and I, a month and some change ago, visited for the first time in Washington, D.C. They met on the campus of Howard U. Their most successful hit was If I Ever Fall in Love, which was basically an a cappella song, which I thought was dope, the fact that the guys could have such a big hit with a song that had very little music, because I think this a cappella version that was out, Andre, had some music in it, but not too much. It reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, and that's incredible for an a cappella group outside of Take 6. Their most successful song was If I Ever Fall in Love. They also released their debut album, which was also called If I Ever Fall in Love, which peaked at number 2 in the United States. The next 2 releases from the Platinum album were Comforter and Baby I'm Yours. Each peaked at number 10 in the U.S. The group's next album release was Right Back At Ya, which was pretty much a remix album that largely consisted of new versions of their previous hits, something they did a lot in the 90s, and a couple of new songs. A complete reworked version of their previous hit Baby I'm Yours, which was simply titled Yours, was released as a single. It charted at number 63 on the U.S. Billboards. Not bad for the fellas. This week, we're giving them their flowers. Here they are, the brothers that met in D.C., Shy on Kerry's Corner. Hey, what's up, y'all? Just kick back, relax, and listen to this week's Artist Spotlight.
Should've made me mad. stay with me for all time because your smile, it is what keeps me going through all the hard times. Yes, it does. And we'll be together forever again. We'll be together forever, just you and me. I'll be with you until the end of time. Understand, girl, that my heart is in your hand, and I'm cautious of falling in love again. So please don't hurt me. I'm scared. Don't desert me. I'm afraid of being the fool. I'm yours if you want me, and if you want my sweet love. I'm yours if you need me. back, my friend, so I can live again. Come back home. Everybody help me sing it. This is the place where you belong. Right here in my arms. Without
Jigga, feel the funk, Molly Mall. At times, you can find me in the city spinning, or in the studio touching the track up like pretty women, spitting venom with the snake skins and apply the pressure to you and your men's in. Damage I do, career ending. Y'all know what I'm representing. Fun, extra low, got a 1 on the 10 next to dough. Y'all best to know I'm not alone, my music menage a trois with Shy and I. Ha ha.
It's been so long, girl, without you.
Hey, what?
And I swear I hate living without you. Need some peace of mind. I've been fine without you. Tomorrow won't come if I spend the night without you. One for this love thing I'm feeling, and I can't fight this urge that I'm feeling. Can't you see this destiny I'm feeling? Spend the night, let me show you what I'm feeling.
Come on.
I don't want to be alone.
Come on.
Why don't you stay with me? Baby, you said you never go.
Jigga. I'm on top of my game, act like you know. Think I didn't see the lame sneaking in the back door? Haha, it's alright, he can come here. For real, you alright, but I'm done here. I don't keep my ones here. It's unlikely that you see wifey, but if you slip up and hit up, we could split up. Play a hater, not at all. I don't play those games. You got beef with Jigga? Say my name. You shy?
I seem to think I need someone of my own just to hold. Is there someone who will stay with me forever? Be that someone? Always there, pretending you're that someone. So baby, won't you stay with me tonight? We can reach ecstasy. Girl, we can both reach ecstasy all night.
Shy. Coming right back at you, baby. Part 2. If I ever fall in love again, next time the lady will be just like you.
The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one. But I was caught up in physical attraction. But to my satisfaction, baby, you're more than just a fan. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. If I ever fall in love, so true, I will be sure that the lady's just like you. I swear the next time she'll be my friend. If I say that I but you never leave me lonely. I just wanna be the one you need. Oh, baby. I just wanna be the one to serve you. Sometimes I feel as if I don't deserve you. I cherish every moment that we share. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is afraid. If I ever fall in love, so true, baby, I will be sure that the lady just like you.
Hey, baby, I made a promise. The next time I fell in love, that my love would also be my friend. Somebody would be there for me through thick and thin.
Now, for my next number, I'd like to return to the.
Hey, it's Mike Shannon, and you're listening to Club Classics on Kerry's Corner.
Get the point? Good. Let's dance.
Everybody dance. Clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody dance. Clap your hands, clap your hands.
find a quiet place overseas. And year after year, the kid has to hear the do's and don'ts and the dares. And when she's 10 years old, she thinks that rock and roll, but Poppy bans it from the home. But all the grace of God,
She's
And we're back on the Carrie's Corner Radio Show. Just came out of a pretty dope Club Classics mix, courtesy of DJ Just in Time, who is the he is now the what is his title up there in Massachusetts for Fleet? He's the assistant state manager for Massachusetts at Fleet DJ. So shout out to DJ Just in Time. We had a pretty good time taking photos, and Jahqyad allowed me to rename a couple of his cookies. Well, he didn't allow me. I took the liberty of doing it myself. But anyway, let's talk about the different stuff that you make, specialize in terms of because you got cookies here today.
Yeah,
I know the guys want me to stop talking, and Allison, so that we can partake of your cookies. Not sure how that came out. You guys ready to eat Jahqyad's cookies? It's not like I said it's cakes.
All right.
He's like, yeah, Kerry, whatever. You have different flavors for the cookies.
Yes, sir.
Now,
5
I went to
flavors.
King's Plaza last week, right?
Yeah.
They have a cookie shop out there. You familiar with it?
No,
I don't even know what the hell it's called. But I paid like $18 for all these cookies, and they were delicious, and I probably gained all kinds of weight. But they only had limited flavors.
Yeah.
And your cookies have designer flavors, I might add.
Yeah.
Right? So let's go talk about each one and what inspired you to make that particular flavor.
Yeah. So the cookies as a whole, there's 5 flavors, and they're all very nostalgic.
Okay.
The idea is to give people a taste of nostalgia during this hard time that we're going through.
Okay.
The world's in all types of situations.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to bring back the memories that I love that are fun, and the things that matter to me, and share that with the world.
Okay.
So we start off with the birthday cake. That one's available gluten-free as well, just to accommodate some people. But that one's just inspired by basic birthday cake with, the rainbow sprinkles. I'm going for something that's really sweet because that's what birthday cake is to me.
Let me ask a question. And I know my ignorance is going to come across as really ridiculous. Gluten, what is that? Like, I don't...
Gluten is basically the protein or one of the proteins that develops in flour. So you have gliadin, you have gluten, and basically those two things create intolerances for some people.
Okay, got you. Okay. So moving on. Now that I'm not the only person, I'm sure, that didn't know what gluten-free was. I was just the only one brave enough to admit it. So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so we got the birthday cake one. My twist on that one is very simple. It has a little bit of lemon zest in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so... just to brighten it up a little bit. The filling that's in that one is based off of buttercream, like American style buttercream. So it's supposed to be sweet.
Yeah, let me ask you a question since we're on that subject.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty old fashioned, I guess one could say. When it comes to cakes, right? Birthday cakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have the buttercream frosting and you have the whipped cream frosting.
Yeah.
I hate with a passion the whipped cream frosting. I think it's disgusting. It should be shipped off to another country. What are your thoughts on whipped cream versus buttercream?
It has its place. All right, so whipped cream, I'm always going to go with whipped cream when it's like a fruit-based cake. So it has fresh fruit, stuff like that. Strawberry shortcake.
Right.
Exactly. That's where your whipped cream is like important. Something that like is an oasis basically to something that's maybe more a little bit more drier.
Right.
I usually go with buttercream when I want structure, when I want design, stuff like that.
Okay.
Because whipped cream you can't really design with.
I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting back to the cookies.
Yeah. So the next one is the crowd favorite. That one's the strawberry shortcake, and that one is a malted strawberry dough.
Okay.
So it's the base of the dough is like a malted milk dough.
Okay.
And then you have strawberry flavoring, and then it also has the lemon zest because they all have the same base.
Okay.
The next one is my personal favorite, is the orange creamsicle. And man, that one just brings me back. It's themed after like those ice cream bars that you would get
from the ice cream truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that hits it on the nail for me. And it's just vanilla bean dough and then the orange dough, and that's twisted together. Same thing. It has the lemon zest to add the extra kick to it. Next one is a sleeper actually. It's the hazelnut crunch. This one is
you
like
said a sleeper.
A sleeper, like people
sleep on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna start popping up more.
Okay.
It's the hazelnut crunch, and if you like Nutella, you love this already.
I don't know. Is that
the hazelnut chocolate spread, the like milk chocolate hazelnut spread?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you love that, this is the elevated chocolate chip cookie basically.
Okay.
For those people who like a classic, this is where I like nudge them to.
Okay.
The next one you have is the dark chocolate chunk,
okay,
or the brownie batter as I call it. That one is also a sleeper because like a lot of older people, they don't like stuff that's extremely sweet, so they love that one. They're like, this is for me.
Okay, it's not. Is it dark chocolate? Like
it's dark chocolate.
Okay, dark chocolate.
It's dark chocolate.
Okay.
So it has kind of fruity notes almost, but like that's if you know like your chocolate and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's also available gluten and vegan free as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, we got Andre Jones, who's gonna give us a music break in 5 minutes. We're going to try your different flavors, and then we're gonna come back at the very end of the show because we have to give our opinion.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I know that you're also heavily into fitness.
Yes, sir.
And
For sure.
how do you balance making cookies with fitness?
All right. So as a pastry chef, I literally was told when I was younger that I would be a fat kid, and or my wife would be like, gain weight fast, and I was like, yeah, whatever. But I'm heavily into fitness, and I just started going into this process of gaining weight and putting on muscle.
Okay.
Most of my life I grew up and I like thought I ate a lot, but I like come to find out when I start tracking stuff, you realize you actually don't meet certain requirements or certain like parts of your meals you're not getting. So lately I've been on this grind for like last 2 years of basically like hitting the weights, hitting the gym hard, also keeping my meditation, my mental health in check as well.
That's very important.
That
Yes.
half of not even half, but like a good part of you, growing it physically is actually you believing that you could do it mentally and actually like, resting and stuff like that, giving your body rest.
And I know that whole cohesive process is very important to you.
Yeah.
Explain that.
That process for me right now is just about, making myself into a better person and growing literally, having
Right.
gains as
Physically,
they call it. Yeah.
right.
Gains as they call it. But also just like, it helps ground me. It's one of those things that is very much a daily thing, in terms of meditation in the morning, in terms of like meditation sometimes before bed, stuff like that. Working out, 3 days a week at minimum.
Wow.
Those are things that like they're a part of me actually now. It's
Right.
like a lot of people joke about it, but it's really not a joke. It is a lifestyle.
Right, definitely.
Yeah.
Paul had a question.
Yeah, I do. So when you were talking in the first hour about how you got into cooking, it resonated a little with me because I also love watching the Food Network. So I wanted to ask, what specific show was your favorite on the Food Network?
Oh man, Ace of Cakes. Duff Goldsman, Ace of Cakes. That is the show that probably inspired me the most. And Good Eats, Alton Brown. Love that show. The science of it and the breakdown and like the camera panning is amazing.
I wanted to actually, before we go into this music break, send my condolences to the family of Lin Sway. Lin Sway, I don't remember the brother's last name, but I know he's an African chef. Are you familiar with Lin Sway?
I don't think
I pronounce his name. But I'm not a big person to watch the Food Channel, but I used to love to watch his show because he would go to different countries in Africa and cook different African dishes. And he was young, and he just passed away like a week and a half ago. They never even, the family just sent out like a press release saying that he passed suddenly from an illness, but nobody was specific about what happened. It's just I don't know what he died from, but I mean, it's fair to say, back to what you said about health, it's just super important.
It's definitely important as a chef to keep all of that in check. And the industry as a chef it can be very toxic very easily. People screaming and throwing pans at you, throwing whole fish at you.
Wow.
So
really?
you have to, it's crazy. So you have to really, get in tune with who you are outside the kitchen,
Right.
and then bring that into the kitchen as well, because it's changing. It's gotten a lot better, but
it's intense, like so many other businesses. Let everybody know how they can reach out to you if they want to hire you, because I know that you do. What is it called when they
catering?
Thank you.
Catering, yeah.
Yes.
So through Jahqyad's Twist, I do catering sometimes, mainly drop-offs. That's what the primary thing that I do with Jahqyad's Twist. So you guys can reach me on Instagram at Jahqyad's Twist. That's JAHQYADSTWIST, or at Jahqyad. I respond to emails very fast as well at JAHQYADAUSTAN at google.com.
Okay.
Yeah, at gmail.com.
I got a side question. Do you make cakes?
I do make cakes. For a long time, I was a sous chef for a while, and I was just busting out like hundreds of cakes at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in charge of the cake program and like a bunch of different other stuff, croissants.
Well, I asked because sending. Yeah, put all your cameras on me for now, please. I'm sending strong hints because somebody in this room's birthday is next Friday, which means that next Monday would be the day to shout out that particular person's birthday if that should happen. So I don't know. I don't know who this guy might be whose birthday is next Friday. But if the team were to get together, I don't know, and collectively reach out to somebody who made a cake and bring a nice cake with buttercream frosting next Monday, that would be so cool. Yeah, just
Italian buttercream and Swiss buttercream are the best too. Like a lot of people, American buttercream has like butter and sugar. Italian buttercream and Swiss buttercream are like really light, so that's what like a lot of people like about it too.
Yeah, Jahqyad, you're kind of throwing the topic off here.
My bad.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll see what you're talking about on Monday, right? Maybe, just maybe. Anyway, so we're gonna get into Andre Jones's music mix here in the studio. We're gonna sample Jahqyad's Twists, and we're gonna come back before the show ends and let all you guys know what we think about each of his different exotic flavors here on Kerry's Corner. Your new home for throwbacks and new jacks. Hey, this is Kerry D. Singleton from the Kerry's Corner Radio Show, and you are in the mix with our DJ, Andre Jones.
Andre Jones in the mix.
We all love us true and through, and though we made it through the storm, I really want you to realize, I really want to put you on. I've been searching for someone to satisfy my every need. Won't you be my inspiration? Be the real love that I need. Real love. I'm searching for real love.
It's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's Mary J, ain't a damn thing changed. Kicking ill flavor with the Teflon Dawn. Wrecking shot, getting props, she got it going on. So what's it gonna be? The real one, the fake one? You need a minute to think. For homes, you better take one. My time is up. Peace out to Brooklyn, Puffin' Daddy, yo, hey, yo, bring the verse in.
I try my best and pray to God he send me someone real to caress me and to guide me towards the love my heart can feel. Now I know I can be faithful, I can be your all in all. I give you good loving through the summertime, winter, spring, and fall. I'm me. I'll tell you why there's no love. Simply you're not cool enough for what we have between us. Don't you know you lost my trust? Where you been? And I tell them we're just friends. Tell them we're just friends. So obvious that it's never gonna work for us. No. Play with my emotions. You get no devotion. And you get no love. Get no love. From me. You can't even be my friend. And you get no love again. Whatever you do, it will come back to you.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know. You know very well who you are.
Big roll.
Someone hold you down. Reach for the stars.
Mansion, yeah. So good.
'Cause you're the only one. I'll give you
94.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right, I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive, and it's all
good.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
Come on. Money. Clothes.
And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
That's right. So good. Oh, good.
East Coast. And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
You're never gonna get it. Never ever gonna get it. No, not this time. No, you're never gonna get it. My love. Never ever gonna get it. No, you're never gonna get it. Never ever gonna get it. Not this time. No, you're never gonna get it. My love. Never ever gonna get it. Pop, I remember how it used to be. You never was this nice, you cared for me. Pop, now you're talking like you made a change. The more you talk, the more things sound the same. What makes you think you can't just walk back into her life? You've got a good fight. I just sit back and watch you make a fool of yourself. 'Cause you're just wasting your time. No, you're never gonna get it. Not this time. Never ever gonna get it. My love. No, you're never gonna get it. Had your chance to never change. No, you're never gonna get it. Not this time. Never ever gonna get it. My love. No, you're never gonna get it. Had your chance to never change. Never gonna get it. 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 Never gonna get it.
And I'm looking at you, I keep thinking, why can't she be like you? So I'm scheming, I can't go on like this. Believe I love is missing. Girl, I want you. So what can we do? Girl, if it's alright, let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. Let's get it on. I got a girl, but you look good tonight. You look so good, baby. It's one-on-one tonight. Tonight. Girl, if it's alright, let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. Get it on. You shouldn't have to be alone tonight. Yeah, yeah. It's one-on-one tonight. One-on-one, baby. Tonight.
Yeah, come on, dance for me, baby.
Andre Jones.
Come on, don't stop now. You done did it. Come on, yeah. All right, hold up. Baby, when we're crying, that's right. I get so excited. Oh, how I like it. I try, but I can't fight it. Oh, you're dancing real close, but it's real slow. You know what you're doing, don't you? You're making it hard for me.
Oh, the song's on you. Requested you're dancing like you're naked. Oh, it's almost like we're sexing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boo, I like it. No, I can't deny it. But I know you can tell I'm excited. Oh, girl.
Step back, you're dancing kinda close. I feel a little pull coming through on you.
Now, girl, I know you felt it. But boy, you know I can't help it. You know what I wanna do.
Baby, when we're crying,
Oh, yeah.
I get so excited.
Feel so good. So real.
Try, but I can't fight it.
You.
Oh, you're dancing real close.
And it's a
Real slow.
You know.
You're making it hard for me. I wanna dance tonight. I wanna toast tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I wanna dance tonight. I wanna toast tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I wanna get freaky tonight.
Freaking baby, yeah.
First thing we need to do is buy brand new fits for you. Make sure that you look good. Make sure that I smell good. Let's purchase 2 new Bentleys. I know that it looks trendy. So glad that it's not windy. Here comes that girl named Donnie. Ask if she wants to go. Tonight's gonna be hot for sure. Big dancing on the floor. Folks tripping, I don't know. Money flying everywhere. Champagne, we won't go there. Bottles popping in the air. They'll be screaming, I don't care. I wanna dance tonight. I wanna toast tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I wanna dance tonight. I wanna toast tonight. I'll spend my money tonight. I wanna get freaky tonight.
Freaking baby, yeah. I never knew there was a love like this before. Never had someone to show me a love like this before. Now that we have.
And we're back on the Kerry's Corner Radio Show. Unfortunately, we have to interrupt Andre Jones's mix just a little bit because we got to give our opinion on Jahqyad's twists. Now, I had the, I'm sorry, brother, I forgot the name of it. What's
The
name?
Hazelnut Crunch.
The Hazelnut Crunch. Now, this, look at Drake getting pissed. This cookie right here, this makes sense. This makes perfect sense. It has nuts.
Wow.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
And I like those nuts very much. Thank you,
Hey, yo.
thank you, Jahqyad, for bringing your nuts on the show. They were delicious.
Can't beat hazelnuts.
I'm gonna catch hell for that. Anyway, what was this cookie made of?
All right, so that one is a Nutella center.
Okay.
It has hazelnuts and milk chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that it's soft. I like soft cookies. Paul, which cookie did you have?
You know me, I had two.
Okay.
I had the strawberry shortcake. I believe that's what it was called. And then I had the same one you had, the Nutella hazelnut.
The hazelnut crunch.
Hazelnuts,
And
okay.
yeah, they were both really good. It's actually funny. I thought I was going to like the hazelnut crunch the best one, but I actually liked the strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
Because, I don't know. I'm not a huge strawberry fan, but it was really sweet, and it wasn't like too sweet though. And yeah, I really enjoyed both. And go get some cookies if you guys are looking for some cookies or some chef work, because those are some good cookies.
Kevon Merrill is the supreme fan of all things culinary on the Kerry's Corner Radio Show. So
that's very true.
What cookie did you get?
Yeah, surprising probably no one. I also partook in 2 cookies. So, yeah, I love to eat, man. What do I say? So, I had the brownie batter cookie per the chef's instruction. It was magnifique,
Chef's
very
kiss.
delicious, strong chocolatey flavor. I thought I was detecting some like nuttiness in there, but it was actually the dark chocolate. Listen, you said it. You beat me to it. I have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. I had the dark chocolate, and it was really good.
He had the dark chocolate and the nuts.
Listen, so I also partook in the orange creamsicle.
Yes, sir.
I like orange creamsicle quite a bit. That's like a flavor that I usually get for protein powder. It's like actually very nice. I like a little bit of orange. Very tasty. That like filling on the inside really completes the cookie.
I got a question about the orange creamsicle, because I used to love orange creamsicle popsicles when I was a kid.
Okay.
Did it give you that kind of? How do you? Because it's a cookie, so how does it?
I'm actually not too familiar with the ice cream flavor. I
Okay.
mostly know it from like when it's recreated, like orange cupcakes or orange protein powder, stuff like that. But
Okay.
I like that artificial orange, so it works for me.
Andre Jones, what did you think, and which cookie did you sample?
I got the birthday cake. Yeah, bro. Amazing.
I should have gotten the birthday cake. It's my birthday, damn it. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, but hey, that's the one he handed me, and yeah, you lucky. I'm the only one who only got one. Crazy.
No, you're not. I only had one. I did. I only had one.
All right, I don't feel so bad. One's the loneliest number anyway.
We
It
got
was
more
amazing,
samples.
dude. Amazing. I'm
Yeah.
very impressed. Taking your information. Dang it.
And Allison, thank you for bringing the Cookie Man, the Cookie Man to the show. Let everybody know. We know that you're masked up a bit here, but let everybody know which cookie you had. And
I had the birthday cake one. That one and the orange creamsicle is the only one that I haven't tasted now.
Okay.
But I love them so much. Like, the cookies are just so good, and all the time, anytime. I'm a cookie person. Every night.
Every night.
Every night.
Damn.
But
hot diabetes.
But yeah, I think right now the birthday cake one is my favorite.
Okay. Gordon, which cookie did you have?
Well, I had the orange creamsicle and the strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
Now, when I heard the flavor was orange creamsicle at first, I was like, but when I had it,
Yeah.
it was really dope, man. Like, you made me believe in the orange creamsicle, and it's really sweet. Both cookies are really sweet without being too overpowering. So I thought
Okay.
it was freaking amazing, man.
Thank you.
And we have a special guest in the studio. Our beloved station manager Jen is here. What kind of cookie did you have?
I had the strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
That's like one of my favorite ice creams. So
Yes.
I was like, I'm definitely gonna try that. But since I've heard everybody talk about the orange creamsicle, you might persuade me because I'm not a fan and I would like to be a fan. It
That's my
makes
personal
sense,
favorite.
right? From my childhood, it makes
Those
sense.
good humor
I
bars,
stare
right?
at people,
Yes,
I'm like,
exactly.
I wanna love that and I don't love that and it bothers me.
Do you have any more of them, or what? Are they gone?
Yeah. No, there's.
All right, so then in the background, I'm gonna try the
Right,
orange
okay.
sickle, and I hope it changes my life. You know what I mean? But Like I said earlier to everyone, I just enjoy these cookies so much because they're a dippable cookie. Like some people like soft cookies. I like a dippable cookie. I like a cookie I can eat with ice cream.
Yeah.
I could crumble it up. I could do multiple things like and still enjoy the treat. So, you know, for the versatility alone, like, great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Let's get back into the music, and those of us that are here in the studio get back into the cookies.
Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now, yeah. Show me how, decide what you want from me. Tell me maybe I could be there for you. However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? However do you want me? However do you need me? Are you ready? Living at the very top of the block. There's no room. No, there's no anything more. I'll state my name, state it clearly. Look, it's so heavy on the ground.